No second chances, no support, and nowhere to go but the finish line. Day and night, non-stop, racing the clock as much as they race themselves. Across 4 continents and countless challenges. The ultimate prize is simply surviving. The journey, the tears, and the triumphs. Welcome to Wild Races. Tasmania welcomes the first round. Tasmania welcomes the first round of the most grueling adventure.
Yeah, stunning is the only word I can describe it with, I think. You have to see it to believe it.
It's a kind of a mystic place. You can feel a different energy. It's really intense. Really, really intense.
Tasmania has some amazing adventure opportunities. It's recognised as one of the world's great wildernesses. You've got wild rivers, rugged mountain peaks, so they'll have some challenges.
It's just the isolation, the nature. It's gorgeous.
Why we enjoy this, it's a question we've been posed how many times before. All boils down to something that's inside the soul.
When you're out racing, it's just the real rawness and it's the real you. You can just be you.
I told myself after Cairns, no way am I doing another race like that. 4 months after the race, I was thinking, that was pretty fun. It's pretty easy to get hooked.
I actually don't know why we do it. We just forget the pain so quickly that we always come back for more.
After about the second or third day, it just becomes a way of life.
Pain comes and goes. Your body starts going, all right, your right knee hurts. But if you ignore it long enough, the body will go, she's not listening. I'll try the left one. And then obviously if you ignore that long enough as well, the next thing that starts hurting might be a blister or whatever else can hurt. You just got to focus on the one that's hurting and just go, nah, that's not there.
Life in general is pretty easy, and this is a way to really push yourself, to really see what you're made of, to really see how far you can go.
Expedition behavior is about staying as comfortable and as calm as you can for as long as you can, and then when it's go time, suffer. Before you know it, you find yourself, day 8 in an adventure race.
I love it. It's life on steroids. It's just this amazing, challenging event.
I've been here 3 times before. It's been a really profound and a very immersive experience in the outdoors.
They really test the camaraderie, the bonding of 4 people. How do you work between 4 people under such stressful condition?
Until you've actually done an expedition race, you don't get to experience the feeling of elation of actually achieving a huge goal.
Set on the sometimes tranquil shores of Burnie, far north of For the first time, teams meet and start the logistic process of checking equipment and planning for the adventure ahead.
It's a sport that attracts all sorts of people. You have the elite guys at the front who are racing semi-professionally or even professionally. It really draws the people who just want to overcome some enormous challenge. And they see this, they see the mountain biking, the running, the kayaking, the navigation, the real expedition, and it calls to them and they want to go and complete this. They see it on TV, wherever it might be, and that's their goal. So they'll put their life on hold sometimes, and they'll work towards this for months on months just to get to the start line. Absolutely an epic course coming up for them. They have a playground on the west coast that is unparalleled anywhere else in the world. It's remote, it has really rough terrain, but incredibly beautiful and scenic terrain as well. And it's the sort of thing that's just going to challenge them from day one to day two, every day. Every leg of the race is going to be something that's really going to make them draw deep, but also the reward for that is going to be spectacular. The places that they go to, few people have gone to, they're really going to enjoy that.
That's quite an epic course.
Some big epic legs. We're going to be swimming across ice-cold lakes, paddling 4-in-1 two-person boat. That'll be exciting. Lots of fun stuff coming our way.
Probably a few more legs than what we were expecting. The first half has got a lot of sort of short to medium length legs, and then the real race is going to start after mid-camp.
I'm not looking forward to those swims, I'll tell you.
It's now starting to sink in what we're about to go and do.
37 minutes. We're going to die.
The course ahead takes teams of 4 over 700 non-stop kilometres, comprising mountain running, trekking, kayaking, mountain biking, caving, rafting and orienteering. The teams will get little or no sleep, travel non-stop day and night, so it's crucial to prepare everything from food to equipment that will be used along the way. A strict race rule, there are no support crews.
Your food and gear, that's the main thing. You don't worry about the course. You worry about that as you get along.
From 9:30 this morning, we've got until 5 o'clock this afternoon to pack 5 boxes. Quite a logistical thing. You have to really plan exactly what you want in each one because you only see them at certain points. From the food, the gear, maybe you want trekking poles only in box C or whatever. So if you do get it wrong, you're in a bit of trouble.
This is our secret weapon, the Coke. All of us drink it like nobody's business. There's 2 expedition food, some instant noodles, and Japanese rice. Okay.
Luckily, we brought from North America some portage wheels. Got all our sections figured out and how many bags of food, some emergency blankets, some adventure medical kits.
Just follow roughly as closely this trail that you're going to do.
When you start looking on the map and seeing the contours and realising how wet and cold we're going to be, it's pretty daunting actually.
You want the real language?
Straight up.
It's a hit. That's all it is, mate. It's an absolute hit.
Leg 1 takes teams 17 kilometres east towards the coastal town of Penguin. Kayaking the frigid waters of Bass Strait has its challenges.
I don't think I've ever seen a more beautiful day in Tasmania ever. Blue skies. The waves out there, very nice.
So now we have to find a spot on the beach to squeeze in because we're going that way, and so we want to kind of be more over there. It's going to be a tight squeeze to get up to the shooting range, so we got to hustle to get up there quick.
Here we go again.
Relaxed. I'm looking forward to a nice sunny paddle down the coast and then shooting.
Thanks for the sunshine.
Yeah, and the tailwind. We'll take it.
Self-motivation.
We positive, we driven, we keen. Everyone's in the right place this morning. Brazilian strong.
You've got to take all the wet weather gear, you've got to take dry gear. You know we're going to be freezing cold in the canyons and probably in the cave later on today. And so just preparing for that makes it a logistical nightmare, and just again sows that seed of doubt when you think about things like your feet being constantly wet for 5 days. They're just going to get torn apart with blisters.
The thing for us is just to be in and doing it. This kind of stuff beforehand and the butterflies in the stomach and checking out the other teams. It's the worst part. Dying to just get started.
system worked out with some of the 2 faster guys in the hard boat and then towing Marco and I. Hopefully that works.
Struggling a bit to keep the boats going straight.
It's really important to be really efficient. The more we are comfortable and tight in the boat, the more we go faster and stronger.
If a team misses a checkpoint, they get a time penalty, and that really causes a big disadvantage to them. So they always want to get all the checkpoints. You know, maybe the rear teams might miss some checkpoints, but if you're competitive, you've got to get every checkpoint, there's no question.
Mentally, you're going to push boundaries. I mean, physically, your body's just sort of what does the work, but your brain's what really has to put up with the wanting to stop and the pain that comes through in waves. It's not consistent. You know, you'll sit there and all of a sudden a part of your body will get sore, and then you'll shift and it'll be all right for 5 minutes, and then you'll get 20 minutes of pain in another part of your body. And you just have to know that sooner or later it's going to end and just keep pressing through it. So it's definitely a mind game out there.
Keep going, just keep going.
Legs aren't working yet. I hope that changes.
Freezing cold now. It's just because we're wet and we're in the shade. As soon as we're in the sun, we'll be fine and walking. We like to get up to the guns before the bottleneck.
A short, sharp run leads to the formidable gun range, where, barring any time penalties, our teams head into the first grueling test of Tasmanian Wilderness.
The shooters just have to run up the hill to us, come into the shooting pad here and shoot at 5 targets. The key is they need to hit 1 target to receive a token and not get any time penalties. So once I've shot 1 target, it's just a bit of pleasure for them to shoot at a few more.
That's a girl! 4 to 5, man.
4 to 5!
Yeah, baby.
This is my man! Woo!
Got know some creepy dents. So to shoot the front of the target, you block the target out when it's coming up, and as soon as it's out of your, it's blocked out by the gun, you should pull the trigger. All right, okay? Pull. Beautiful, you're natural. Pull. Oh, just got it easy. At least I didn't embarrass myself by not hitting a target.
No token. I should know how to shoot a gun better.
You get 5 shots to try to hit a skeet, and Ryan's over. So we sit for 10 minutes.
Keep an eye on the target. Now that was a close call for our camera.
Thank God I'm not holding up the team, because I almost had a disaster already.
We have 4 minutes left on our penalty.
Barely into day 1, small time gaps are already appearing. The leading teams are pushing hard to get as much time on the competition as possible.
Head down, look down the barrel. Pull the barrel. As the target comes up, block it out and pull the trigger. You can shoot at 5 targets, you need to hit just 1 of them. There you go.
Woo!
Oh. No, need to shoot at 5.
His first time, he says. I don't believe that. No penalty here.
I think everyone's okay with it. But there might be some bad feelings that come out late in the night. But overall, it's 10 minutes in a 7-day race. We'll make it back up.
Downrange, it's going to be roughly 20 kilometers walk. We'll get there.
No, we're worried about our teammate shooting someone.
Oh, that's not much.
An American with a gun. I mean, come on. We're playing the odds. She's got a better chance of hitting it than we do.
5 out of 5, bitches. The first one I was like, oh, this isn't that hard. It's just like the little deer running in across the field.
We've only had 2 people miss out of 25 people through this part of here, so they're going really well.
Survived the pedal, and now we're trusting Luther to do some shooting.
Paul. I got you. I nicked it. Okay. Here's the token, mate. He got 4 out of 5. Shot very well. Some of them don't get the head down the gun, make it look a bit hard, but he was natural.
No 10-minute penalty. We're back on the road.
So we're going to hit 4 checkpoints over about 16 k's. I think each is off track, and then onto the bikes.
Tasmania's wild spaces create the perfect backdrop where teams finally settle into their race pace and reflect on their individual performances so far.
Yeah, we've had a nice paddle and a nice trail run. It's been really fun so far. It's always nice to get out and onto the course after the few days of preparation.
Great bits of terrain out there in those creeks.
Had my first taste of some Tassie bush and I liked it. Beautiful plants, trees, vegetation. Got some nice little re-entrance, muddy spots. Team's moving nice and fast and working well together.
Few route choices, hard to know whether to go a bit straighter or to take more in the bush, but we generally tried to play it safe this time and went a little bit round. On the whole it worked pretty well, yeah.
That was a really beautiful trek into the stream, so lush and green here.
Once you go in, oh God, oh, primo.
As the day moves on, the teams face the transition to the short but leg-draining mountain bike and head towards Guns Plains Cave.
Push was alright, eh? Saw one tiger snake.
One tiger snake?
Yep. Yep, didn't even move.
You need to check your
You need you to punch your card. One person, at some point, he has to do the blog. Mandatory.
Hi Mom, we're on day 1. I'm having an awesome time. Oh, I'm a little bit dry. A little bit of salt from the sweat. But it's all good, it's really pretty out there.
Transitions in adventure racing are crucial. Valuable time can be made or lost.
It's not inconceivable that teams could push through to the mid-camp before they sleep. I mean, ideally that would be the obvious thing to do, but not at the cost of destroying yourself.
We just, do our own race. Just have a good pace and, without hurting us too much.
Now we're looking forward to a nice bike ride.
The leading teams are quick through transition, creating early time gaps that may be hard to make up, even at this early stage.
Rob's doing the nav, hitting everything spot on, so that's all good. We're not overextending ourselves, so, it's a fair bit more to go.
Fast quick legs are not one of my strong points, so glad to have got through the fast leg. Now we can hopefully settle down into the expedition stuff.
Easy road ride for a while before the caving, so that'll be a good chance to kind of recover and get in someone's draft.
Less haste, more speed, as it were, If you try and rush things, you make mistakes. What we usually do though is just run around in a mad panic and then come out of transition and go, we really did that badly, we should do it better next time. By day 4 we'll be alright at this.
A couple of hours, everything's gonna be hurting.
Wasn't too bad, but my teammate carried my backpack. That made things a lot easier for me. Thank God we have a really good, strong teammate.
This bike ride, then a cave. Cave should be fun. And then the next bike ride is probably going to be a bit tougher.
early to get mad at each other. We're just getting started. After day 3, then you start looking at the rankings and seeing where you're at, and look at other people's gear bins and seeing how much good food they got.
The epic hill leg takes an early toll on some teams, whilst others simply take it in their stride.
Ride, crazy ride. Big lot of pavement.
Get over the first 24 hours, they hurt a lot, and then it's all right.
She's only doing that for the camera. Normally I'm fine on my own.
Australian team Blackheart have already put time on their rivals, though Merrill and Techno Extreme are now working on closing the gap. For some, what lies ahead will turn this into a race for survival. Next time.
That's what if we move.